Well, hello everyone, and welcome to HoGaLeSu's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, or know your nation, know yourself. All right, here we are. At the moment, we are the power of three. We're not sure what's happened to Lady G yet. I've just sent her a WhatsApp to see if she's joining us tonight, but I've not seen her yet. But as they say, the show must go on. And of course, tonight we are so grateful to have Susan Lynn back with us.
To have Lena.
He'll get to me. It's all right.
Lena's a regular. I'm just thrilled to be here with you guys. Thank you so much.
No, it's great to see you here.
Yes, and of course we've got Lena down under in her rightful place in her little box here.
Make sure my cave.
that I don't change up things too much when it comes to like the presentation on the screen. So we'll see. Like I said, I've dropped a message to Lady Chi to see if she'll be joining us tonight. You guys let us know in the comments if she's left a message or anything like that. But we've not seen her yet, and I'm certain I sent her because I'm very I try and make sure, but hopefully
she was there. She was on the email. Yeah,
exactly. She'll be here. Right, let's begin. Oh my goodness, where to start, folks?
I don't know where to start.
Where to start? It's just epic what's going on. I've been making notes throughout the day, as you guys know. On Wednesdays, I'm also with clients as well, so I have a very, very busy full day, and then I only have a little bit of time to catch up. What you guys should also know is for my membership, I've just got to quickly talk about this. One of my clients requested that I do the chart of Stephen Miller. Oh my God!
Oh, that's a whole
software.
Video.
Oh, you wouldn't believe his. Oh, here's Lady G here.
Nice. Right.
On the road.
Let's do a move this way, and then normally we have Lady G this way. There we are.
Yeah, there we go. We're happy now.
Great to see you. Lady G. I was just saying to the ladies, on request by one of my clients, they asked me to do a deep dive on Stephen Miller. And you know, some people saying he's like Goebbels. Well, first of all, he looks like Goebbels, but guess what? There is planetary alignment between the two. And Stephen Miller, basically, you guys, so if you guys want, I've had to put it behind a paywall because it's just too controversial, just like with the stuff with Erica Kirk. Yeah. So if you want to see it, just join up to my membership and what have you. This guy, for entertainment purposes only, is evil. That's all I'm going to say. I explain it. He is evil for entertainment purposes only. I'll just leave it there. Right. Let us just dive in. Otherwise, because we're already a little bit late, aren't we? So let's go in. I don't even know where to start.
I'm in a different time zone, and I didn't think I was.
Welcome to our world, Lady G. I'm flat out remembering what day it is in relation to the rest of the world, let alone the time.
Indeed. And guess what? Sorry, missed that one.
Oh, she's frozen.
I'm lucky I have one of this as well.
Oh, crikey. Okay, you're
the
breaking
bad
up.
Audio.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but don't worry. Hopefully it will settle down. And of course, ladies as well, the clocks will start going back soon. So it's going to be even more confusing. Yeah.
For us, it's tonight.
No.
Really?
And we go forward. Well, it's not tonight, it's tomorrow or something.
I would need a whole flow chart. I need some kind of help with that. That's
honestly, Susan, each year it is a nightmare because Lena goes forward. Then the UK goes back, and then America goes back. Yeah, and it's a nightmare. Oh, she's gone. All right, let's dive in. She'll be back. Okay, let's see where to start. I don't know where to start here because obviously we've got the government shutdown, which we also need to talk about. Let's just put here Colorado's 20 after this. Well, let's just see here. I've got so many, and there was so many. Look, I've got 3 pages of questions that people sent. Do you think? Okay. Let's look at this one here. What does this say? Let's see. Here we are. So Cheryl Renee says, "Love and light to you, Hoagie, and your wild women of wisdom." She always
The
comes up.
WWW. Oh my God, Lena, we're in the WWW. We're in the wrestling league now.
And they ask, will Kash Patel and those who gave him orders ever be revealed, oh my gosh, as the reason for CK's death? For entertainment purposes only.
Sorry,
So,
say the first part again.
yeah, because I didn't have time to read through this. So, so Cheryl has asked, will Kash Patel and those who gave him orders ever be revealed as the reason for CK? We know who that is. CK, who is no longer with us right now. Will they be involved, revealed as being part of his death? Yeah.
Okay.
So I've not had time to rummage through these questions. Let me put my phone on airplane mode again, and I'm sure we will see Lady G soon.
Okay. So in a way, it's a bigger question, which was it a plan? I think that's probably really what it's about.
I want to see what you get with your cards. Let's do, actually, normally we do our one card pulls, but this has wider ramifications, and at the moment we're 3. So let's do a full card pull on this and just see what comes out, because there are many moving parts to this, and I want to see what comes out in a good spread of cards. Yeah.
Could we say the government was involved instead of specifically Kash Patel? Could we just say the government?
Exactly.
It makes some assumptions. That question makes some assumptions. So let's say, was the government involved, and will they be found out?
Revealed.
Revealed. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. So
full card there in the end.
And we're going to go clockwise. So that means, Susan, you're in first, just throwing you in the deep end, but you're a pro. You'll be fine.
I've got my water wings on. I'm going to be fine. And a snorkel, because I think this is going to be a wild one. Okay, 4 cards. Was the government implicated, and will they be found out about CK's early demise? Holy moly.
Yeah. Can you believe what we're reading on these days, guys?
No, I can't. I don't know. I want to
refund my cards, and I'm running for water. Pardon. Let me get.
Just go.
Okay, Susan. I will just go. I have 4 cards. Oh, brother. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say this, but I'm also going to say, I think for entertainment purposes only and allegedly. Okay. The first card I came out with was the 4 of Wands. Okay. So that actually makes sense, because this was the time of, right? He had the stability of the organization. He had his life. He had his family. He had everything, right? The next card that I get here is the 4 of Cups. Interesting. A 4 gone wrong, if you will, right? So the cup is, this guy's like, what? So I really feel like they made an offer to him to say, look, turn it down. We know that he allegedly was talking about certain topics that people didn't like. That's what Erica says. That's what other people say. I think they said, hey, you might want to turn it down a little bit. You're getting a little, over the line. The next card I get is the 9 of Cups. They offered him money to tone it down. They were like, hey, you've got all of this, like, come on, you got this, and you got the family, you got everything, you got the money. And in the end, what I pulled was the Magician. We are going to make you or it go away in some kind of way. You didn't take our money. You didn't listen to our offer. You lost all these things. The Magician comes out to say, we're going to handle this in some way. That's kind of where I'm going to leave it.
Okay. Well, I've got lots of 10s going on here. Okay, end of a cycle. Now, 10 of Swords in the cauldron. I think this represents all the young far-right speakers, all in the pot. Here she comes. Hi, Lady G. She can't hear us. Okay, so that's all of them there. The problem was with CK, if you look at this image carefully, which is normally the Two of Pentacles juggling, it's sticky. It's like bubble gum. You see what I mean? And stretching the truth and stretching relationships and all of this going on, which people weren't mad about. This is the King of Coins. Like, I'm not saying it was a direct order or anything like that. However, they were talking about the complication because he was pushing the release the Epstein files, right? And I think they panicked. He had become a burden here. But look at this. 8 of Swords. This is making himself a target. I mean, I almost feel bad saying that in the sense that
I know
people consciously don't make themselves a target. But because he wouldn't shut up about certain things, he made himself a target.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
So, Lady G, just to bring you in on the question, what was asked, and we surmised is with CK, Mr. Kirk, was the government potentially involved in his unaliving? Let's put it that way. For entertainment purposes only, we're doing a full card pull. So I'm going to reveal my cards, Lady G, and that just gives you a bit of time for you to have a shuffle and get your thing. So you'll go last. So we're going out of order, but live TV, folks. All right. If we look here, all right. And also as well, there is a lot that I've said in my Erica Kirk video that I cannot say on mainstream YouTube. Just go to my membership and you will see it there. And then you'll also see the Stephen Miller video as well, because there's stuff that I can't say on YouTube. Let's just put it that way, especially in this day and age. Anyway, so if we look here. Now, this is really interesting. I think this is actually representing Mr. Kirk. Yeah, here he is standing on a hill battling. Yeah, this is about defending your position against the slings and arrows and onslaughts of other people. So we know now, look, I don't from what I've learned about Mr. K after his passing, because I didn't really know that much about him, sketchy. However, that doesn't mean he deserved to end his life, to have his life ended the way it was. That was horrific and it was appalling. So we don't endorse that, of course not. But here, what this card is telling me is that he was defending a position. And from what I understand, he was resisting turning down his language, etc., and all of this stuff about a certain situation going on in the Middle East. Yeah, so here you see him trying to defend his patch, and he's getting all of these sticks. Money was thrown at him, and a certain Mr. Yahoo,
exactly,
allegedly offered him 150 million pounds, and he said no. Look what showed up in his obstacle position. Here's Mr. K defending his position here. Look. Four of Swords. This card, as you've heard me say before, guys, this card for me represents death more than the death card itself. Death card can talk about a transformation that we can't avoid. It can be metaphorical, or something kind of dies ideologically and has to be reborn again. This card, look, this guy's in the mausoleum. Kaput, yeah? So we saw Mr. Kirk defending, now he's kaput. I mean, you can't make it up. I've also mentioned that I did my video on Erica Kirk. Like I said, what I've said in that video there, I cannot say in public, but I'm going to let the cards say it for you. Look what card comes out next. The Lovers. Which is the card of what? Marriage, contracts, deals, agreements. I also refer to this as imports and exports. Just, you see what the cards are saying? Mr. K defending himself on the hill. Now he's, in the mausoleum, gone. Oh, and look, but the marriage is here. The wife is here. And she is the CEO, by the way, now of turning point. Just saying, for entertainment purposes only. Why was this done? It was to recalibrate, to rebalance the arguments, because the argument was going a little bit too much in the direction of where certain powers that be would not want that argument to go. Yeah. So he had to be removed in order to what? Rebalance the argument. And then the outcome card is like, oh, look, the emperor sitting sweetly on his throne. This obviously can't be Charlie, because Charlie is this. Yeah, that's Charlie now. So who's that? Yeah, someone who is a supreme what? Patriarch, someone who sees themselves as an emperor. And there's quite a few contentions for this title, you know, people who see themselves that way. One is in the White House, and there's plenty of others around the world. But I don't think this is Putin on this occasion. So I will leave it there. I think the cards have spoken. GG?
Well, first card out, the readings about what's driving it is the death. So coming into it, above it, we have where this was going, the actions that were taken, and it was about a judgment that was made. The readings about the tower moment. And the energy coming into it, there was a sharing behind the scenes by some people. What was going on? Things were up in the air when it came to this path, the concrete path, and his choice in life. He did not accept the money. So what we have was, you know, they were trying to hang on to what they were doing in the world. Okay. And the challenge was things that were being juggled with the outcome of, guess what? The swords. Okay. Which is information, or guess what? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting that, isn't it, folks? We will let you, well, we've said what we can within reason here on this public platform, but I think you can see the cards has spoken quite clearly about this. Oh, you know, you never know what's going to come out in these readings. All right, so let's go to the next question. There's one coming up on election fraud. We'll do that next, but I think this is an interesting segue. We'll do a one card pull on this since all four of us are back. And this is Nick Minks asked, flotilla carrying Greta Thunberg. Now this is interesting. This is a cold read for me. I know she's on another flotilla, but that's it.
He's just been arrested.
Oh, you are joking. Wow. Okay, well, anyway, I'll carry on. So flotilla carrying Greta Thunberg, an activist nears Gaza coast, this time protected by some country's navy. Do the cards show if they will be able to reach Gaza this time without interference from Israel? But I've just heard that that she's been arrested. So let's read on that. Yeah, let's do a one card pull on that, which will be, let's see how to frame that.
The future of the flotilla, will the aid be allowed into Gaza? Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that already a no if she has been arrested?
Well, it's just breaking.
Yeah. I mean, they could hold them, and then through some sort of diplomatic, I think it could get through. This is intimidation. This is what they do. It's just like this is their thing. So yeah, will she be successful? Will the flotilla be successful? Is that what you guys want to read on?
Yeah, let's look at that. Will the flotilla be successful? But then I think we should do another one card pull for Greta herself, because this is
probably a good idea.
So, okay, will aid be successful? One card pull, then one card pull for Greta. All right. Oh gosh, guys, these times.
Israeli military boarded the ship. Lots of people arrested.
Wow. All right, so this one card pull is Will the aid get through? The next one card pull will be for Greta Thunberg. This time, Lena, you're going first. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, so after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
How do you interpret your card? Oh, dear.
Is it me, did you say?
Yeah, you to go,
Okay.
yeah. So this
Yeah,
is
the Five of Pentacles. This saddens me enormously to see this card come up in this context. People are desperate and waiting for the flotilla to land, and it's been held up and held up and held up. So not soon is what I'd say. More suffering first.
Yeah. Lady G, how do you interpret your card?
Well, yeah, she's not out of the woods. The nightmare scenario, they're going to make it as tough for her as they can with everything.
But also as well, this is also about the aid as well, Lady G. So maybe that means the same.
Yeah, it's still the same. The nightmare scenario, the concern that's happening with it all.
Yeah. Gosh, my goodness. Okay, with my card here, I have got the Queen of Cups. And as we know, do you know what? Because isn't it funny? We're reading on the aid, but do you see how kind of Greta is coming through? Because the Queen of Cups can talk about a compassionate woman, a creative and compassionate woman. Here, though, what this says to me, we'll see what the cards come out next. We see that the lid is on the top of the cup, and for me, in a way, this is almost like, the regime is just wanting to keep the lid on everything. I think they just want to keep the Gazans trapped and hungry. That's how I'm interpreting that. But I'm also seeing Greta come through, but I want to see what our specific cards on Greta say next. Susan?
Fighting. We have the Five of Wands here. It's fighting. It's so this is where they are now. But I think it is interesting, Hogarth, how you saw Greta come through on all these cards. And Lena's, she was outside of the church, and everybody, she kind of showed up anyway. I think this means it's not over. I mean, this is not defeat, right? This is fighting. So perhaps we have a fighting chance. Perhaps this is our opportunity for the world to get involved. We know that some of the other countries have brought in ships to support the flotilla. This is getting more and more, it's getting more and more publicity. So I think it's bad, but maybe we live to fight another day.
Wow. Okay, so let's then, so that was about the aid, and Greta came through anyway, but let's just do one card each specifically for Greta in this moment. What's the energy going on with her? Will this hinder her, or maybe it will even help her cause as a badge of honor? Let's just, assuming she survives, of course.
Just a note in the comments, the Israeli press have been reporting that Greta is connected to Hamas.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Yeah. The usual.
Oh my God, the world. All right. So after 3, we're going to reveal, and Lady G, this time you'll be going first. 1, 2, 3. Greta Thunberg. Oh my God! Look at my card. Wait, anyway.
Well,
What is yours, Lena?
Up.
Sorry, what was that, Lady G?
I pulled the anchor, so she's going to continue to offer. She's going to continue, to go forward.
The sound, isn't it?
Forward. Okay.
Sorry, Lady G. You're breaking up a little bit. So, could you say that again, please? Because you're breaking up a little bit. Sorry.
She said she pulled the anchor, and she's going to continue to pull forward.
She's going to continue to go forward.
Okay. I see. Brilliant. Okay, guys. I can't believe my card. I have pulled the High Priestess. Yeah, I have pulled the High Priestess. And as many of you know who watch my channel, this card, when we're talking about geography and politics, means only one thing for me in the context of politics. This is my Netanyahu card. And this also talks about, for me, when we're talking geography, it literally does mean Israel. Why? Because look, in the high priestess, you see here, there's a black pillar and a white pillar. Those two pillars refer to the Temple Mount, the Temple of Solomon, the first temple. And that, of course, only exists in one place in the world. This is my card for Netanyahu. On one hand, this can be showing Greta Thunberg trying to connect with her spirituality, or, you know, maybe she's got people praying for her, but she's also certainly a very intuitive woman. But for me, this is literally my Netanyahu card. It only means one thing, one region. It's on his behest. Susan?
Ace of Swords. So I'm feeling, maybe I'm crazy because this I could be crazy. I'm feeling victorious for her, but I also kind of feel like a little bit about what you said, Hogarth, about her praying and getting this sort of help from the divine, or help from maybe even just all of us praying for her, like exalting her, lifting her up. And I feel like this is the sort of truth. I mean, that's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's the typical, you know, name for this or understanding of this, but I feel like truth will prevail. So I feel like they're fighting. Maybe it's not going to be an easy, you know, it's certainly not going to be easy, but I feel like she could prevail one way or another. Wow. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to mean, I mean, that could mean she prevails in lots of different ways. You could be a martyr and prevail, right? I don't see that, but I'm just saying.
That's the point, yeah.
The energy suggests that you got nothing on this woman. You try as you might, whatever you do to her, she will rise above that.
Wow. Oh, fascinating. Lena, what do you have?
Well, the Six of Pentacles, which is all about wheeling and dealing and compromise. This is people in action now as we speak, trying to organize the release. Not just for Greta, and I'd just like to take a moment here. When someone is extremely famous and they get jailed or arrested or whatever, they know, and I'd like to use the quote from Nelson Mandela, who famously did 27 years in Robben Island prison. And he said often, I know people all over the world are supporting me. What about all my other prisoners with me who don't have that fame and support? This is what helps me keep going, is I have that support. So I think it's like that. She's protected by her fame to some extent, but the others aren't.
Right, absolutely.
And did you guys know Mandela's grandson is on that boat? Nelson Mandela's grandson is on that boat. I had forgotten Glorious E had mentioned it in the comments, but he is there. I've seen pictures of him. So
maybe
how
that's
interesting!
Why I picked up on the Nelson Mandela.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to interrupt and because Glorious E said it but I had seen that yesterday, and then here you are bringing him forward. I tell you guys, the ancestors, the spirit world is heavy. Not only that it's October, but they're heavy involved in helping us.
Yeah, I get that sense as well, and it's even coming out in people's readings and stuff like that. My goodness! All right, so now we're going to kind of flip in a very different direction. But first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's joining us. We've got over 3,050 of you here so far.
Great,
let me just
guys,
thanks as I kind of let rip. So Tamara, thank you so much for becoming a new member. That video is uploading now that I mentioned about Stephen Miller, but you get access to all the other ones, Erica Kirk, all of the scandals, Ghislaine Maxwell, the whole shebang, which has all been in there. Thank you so much. Thank you to Lisa Robinette, much appreciated. Chayo, thank you so much. What's this? What's this someone say here? Was this Hollywood or something? You guys are like Hollywood squares. Oops, where am I going? Where am I going? Thank you so much. Sylvia, thank you for becoming a new member. Much appreciated. Susan, thank you so much. Mountain Sage, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Fozzie, Oscar, of course, Fozzie, government. Oh my God, government Pfizer talk. Oh, no. Government Pritzker.
No, it's Governor Pritzker.
Who's that?
He's a governor. Where's
Illinois.
he governor?
Illinois.
Thank you, Illinois.
Yeah. He called to invoke the 25th. He said, I think it's time to, the 25th means your president is crazy and somebody needs to cart him off the stage.
Yes. Oh, we should. We should read on that. Thank you as well, Louisa, new member. Pam, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Foggy again, Bard on Erica Kirk. Oh, okay, let's do that. Yeah, we can do that. Veronica, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, there's Dion. So many here.
So
and Claudia.
You guys are so sweet.
All right. So what we'll do is let's do something completely different, which is nice to sort of change it up from all of just this heavy energy. Another question in from Nick Minks, and this is about Gaelic in Ireland. We'll do a 1-card pull. Then we'll do Shakespeare on Erica, and then we'll get back into the main questions again. So Nick Mink says, Belfast councillors, and many of you Americans watching, of course, will have Irish heritage as well. So I thought this is relevant to mention. Belfast councillors will decide whether to adopt policy which would lead to widespread use of Irish or Gaelic across the city. Do the cards show if this is a wise move or just a money-making scheme for some? Gaelic words can be massive, she says. And just to let everyone know, Nick Mix is Irish, by the way, so she's not being
But we are talking about the North, and they're weird, let's face it.
Well, you have Irish blood, Lena, so, I'm keeping stum on this one. Trust me, if I had a drop of Irish in me, I would have had that passport years ago. Anyway, never mind. So 1-card pull on Gaelic Island, and then we're going to do Shakespeare on Erica, Kirk, and then the rest of the questions. All right. Gaelic in Ireland, Northern Ireland. Will this happen? What's it all about? And who's going first this time? Is it Lady G or me? I forget.
I think Lady G.
I think it's Lady G going first. All right. After 3.
Last time.
So it's me
last time.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
We both got the chariot, Hoagie.
I know. Wow. Well, look, folks. I think this might be going ahead. Yeah, this is the card of charging ahead regardless. I think something has snapped clearly, and Ireland is like, we are going for it. Yeah, this is the card of action, moving forward with passion, with pace, having a sense of direction, and even running over the dead bodies that may be in the way. So it looks to me that Ireland is determined to go for it. Susan?
Holy moly. I think there's going to be fighting. I've shuffled and shuffled because I'm actually a shuffler. I shuffle all the time. So I think this is not going to, yes, I think that, like Hoagie said, that the chariot's going to run over the bodies. The bodies are going to come up and be angry. I don't think this is going to bring people together. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I think it's going to be some infighting.
I agree with both of you. Absolutely. I think this is going to cause ructions because of the history and the banning of Irish language, where they would put thorns around children's necks for speaking Irish. And you could only take it off if you dobbed in another kid speaking Irish. Okay. So there's this heavy history in the rest of Ireland. However, I agree with Suzanne. I don't know that it's politically going to be a yes, but I think it's going to forge on regardless. Maybe young people identifying more instead of identifying with the murderous English.
Wow. And Lady G, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I've gotten the card of judgment. So no matter which way it goes, there will be others in opposition to it. So it's going to cause a lot of judgment on both sides.
Wow.
They'll hate it in the North politically. They'll hate it.
My goodness, my goodness. All right, let's do a little bit of Shakespeare, and let's see what the bard thinks of Ms. Erica Kirk for entertainment purposes only. And of course, Susan, you as guest, you get to tell me where to stop. You know the routine now. Wherever you feel guided just to say stop, and you don't need to go stop, just go stop whenever you feel it. And that will be the bard's opinion on Erica Kirk.
Oh, Lord. All right, stop. It feels good.
Oh, this is interesting.
No.
Oh, look at this. Oh, all right. All right, this is really quite interesting.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to read the both pages here, but the bard has spoken quite clearly. This is what he has to say about Miss Kirk, for entertainment purposes only. You peasant swain, you whoreson, malt horse drudge.
Ooh, ah.
And that's from The Taming of the Shrew. And then on the next page,
Don't hold back.
more pointed. Yeah, even more pointed.
More pointed.
It says here, she is spherical like a globe. I could find out countries in her. Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's from the Comedy of Errors. But the reason why I say this is even more pointed is because that reference to the globe and countries in her, if everyone knows what is being discovered about Miss... Oh, that's it. Lady G, she's vanished. She'll be back. What has been discovered about a certain Miss Kirk recently were her things she got up to in Romania. Do you remember that? With the imports and exports of certain persons, shall we say. So think about it. She is spherical. So it's saying, oh, she's fat. We know that Erica's not fat. But think about the analogy. She is spherical like a globe. I could find out countries in her. Global.
Holy moly.
Global. Yeah. Wow.
I agree.
Anyway,
the truth is loud.
Yeah. Watch my video for my Erica Kirk and you'll see what I mean. All right. Lady G is back. Fingers crossed. Sorry you're having technical difficulties, but live TV, folks, as they say, the show must go on. Let me just quickly say a few more thank yous. So thank you as well to El Villa. Thank you so much to Laurie. She says, love Wednesdays with all you folks. New member here, Seton Malat, sorry, forgive me. Susan, thank you so much. So thanks everyone for joining us. Let's keep going. Let's keep this great pace that we have here. We're going to go in our esoteric aeroplane again, and we're going to talk about Moldova. And then we're going to be talking about election fraud, Hegseth, and then shutdown. Yeah. So this is a one-card pull, so stay with us, folks. Because it's important as well to, bop around the other countries in the world. So Nick Minks again. So she says, pro-European Party of Moldova, so pro-European Party in Moldova, won the majority in parliament in Sunday's elections, seen as critical for the country's future path to the EU. What do the cards show for the country, especially with its past connections to Russia? And if the Empress comes up, then we all know what that means.
And so this is a big deal. And of course, Russia's saying the election was rigged and, which is the response now to every election in the world.
That's true.
Thanks, GOP.
Exactly. All right. So Moldova elections. Okay. All right. So after 3, I went first. So that means it's Susan Lynn. You're going first on this one. 1, 2, 3.
Well, unfortunately, I got the moon card. But which, you guys are the tarot professionals. But what I feel like, I don't feel like this election was, anything but correct. But I feel like this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the obfuscation. We're seeing the clouded. This is what they're trying. They're trying to say you're barking mad. That's what I just heard in my head. You're barking mad. You're crazy. But I don't think it's going to work. This is what they're doing. But I don't feel like it's going to work. I feel like the scales are coming off of everybody's eyes, and we're able to see the truth now.
Yeah. I think that's true. So in the circus deck, this is the Knight of Wands. See the guy with the big sledgehammer going into the tent here. So it's like the people have spoken. You know, that's it. So there can be all this flailing on the sidelines, but
the circus goes on.
The circus goes on.
Lady G, how do you interpret your card, and what is that card?
I got the Five of Swords, which is usually the card of an abuse of power. So they're going to keep trying, but as you can see, the people are out there and the sun, and they're seeing through it all.
I see. And with my card here, I get the Two of Swords. Twos are always about making decisions. Yeah, twos are always about making decisions. The Two in Swords and Sword Suite, of course, is associated with the element of air, which deals with thoughts. Yeah. Here, what we have here, it's almost like Moldova is at this crossroads. And it's wanting to kind of leave maybe its ex-Soviet history behind. But it also shows as well, I don't think this conflict is within the people, because clearly they've gone pro-EU. I think this is to do with the leadership. And, you know, where do we go? Do we throw in our lot now with Europe, now that we've had this kind of result? But do we risk angering Russia, and then maybe that Russia tries to annex us or something like that? I feel like this is the conundrum is within the leadership, because the Moldovans have actually spoken quite clearly. And like Lena's card there, they've thrown the hammer down basically, and they've gone, right, this is what we want. But we saw those elements there of conflict in Susan's cards and Lady G's cards. So I think the leadership is torn, and I think there are people that are obviously loyal to Russia that are like,
yeah, and it's probably generational.
Yeah,
that's true.
Generational. Absolutely. Let's have a little scroll down and see who's here in the chat. And then Raymond is saying here, always got a good quote: most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, an hourly promise breaker, the owner of not one good quality. Okay, yeah, you got that.
Excellent.
Indeed. And Diva says Governor Precession, which of course is evoking the 25th. Someone here saying they got the moon. Oops, where I got here? Someone here got saying they got the moon. So Tori said she got the moon. So yes, definitely pull with us, guys. Share with us what you're getting. And then here, Sharon Donnelly saying, let's attempt to manifest the 25th Amendment. Amen. My gosh, it couldn't come a moment too soon.
And I'm glad someone said it. It needs to start somewhere.
That's right.
You know, to gather momentum.
Exactly. I mean, it's so obvious, isn't it? It's so ridiculously that he's mentally, impaired. And of course, but because he's not called Joe Biden, you know, the media is not focused on that 24/7, even though he is loony bin.
Yes.
Literally.
He's a lunatic.
A wolf, as we say in Australia.
Absolutely. So let's look at this question here. We're going to dive in. Let's see how to time it. Let's see. We're going to look at election fraud, and then I think we should do a full card pull on election shutdown, and then finish with Hegseth+Military. But or Hegseth and then finish with the shutdown, because that is most relevant. But here, Cheryl Renee says, love and light to you, Hoagie, and your glorious girls of gumption. She is brilliant with this.
We've got some great names.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. And we've got over 3,500 of you joining us here.
Wow.
So thank you so much, everyone. Big love. And please be, of course, to share, like, and subscribe and all that jazz. All right. So there she goes on to say, Will Election Truth Alliance, a non-profit, non-partisan organization investigating the results of the 2024 US presidential election, will it be successful in their lawsuit regarding the 2024 election interference in Florida? She's saying, right.
In Florida.
Maybe even more generally, yeah? So let's take a look. Let's do a one-card pull and see what we can extract.
All right, cards, don't let me down now.
Oh, they'll never let you down. Don't worry.
No, they don't.
Okay, so election fraud. What was they called again?
Election Truth Alliance?
Alliance, yeah. Election Truth Alliance. They've been coming forward with quite a lot of evidence, and it's quite interesting, isn't it? Mainstream media, surprise, surprise, doesn't seem to be that interested. All right. So let me think. Who went for? So is it Lena? I think Lena, you're going first this time. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Preview of mine. Sorry. Ace of Pentacles. Look, I wish them all the best, and I think they have discovered money was involved. Shock horror, you know, like. But whether it can have that actual outcome yet of righteousness and legality, I'm not entirely convinced. So I think they've done what they've set out to do, but will the system let it go all the way?
Oh, yeah, good question, good question. Good answer, sorry. Lady G, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I got the star card, which is my card for Trump, but I think they're going for the higher aspect of looking at this and trying to out it.
Yes, really good point. Yeah, I also associate the star card with Trump as well. But look at this. I get the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands can talk about literally it's like a stage posting, reaching a milestone, target, etc. and stuff like that. But as you know, when I'm doing political readings, I associate this card with the White House. Yeah. And then Lady G is getting the star card, which we also associate with what? Duck L'Orange. So Duck L'Orange and White House, yeah? That's how we got him. That's how we got himself in there. He even admitted it. But hopefully, will they reach a milestone? I will hope. But under this current regime, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Susan?
All right, the 2 of Wands. I feel like they're looking for assistance, and I feel like they're going to get it. If you think about this card, it's almost like they're looking overseas. Some of us psychics have thought that maybe we're going to get some help from Five Eyes, or maybe even some other types of countries that have some, you know, you remember the FBI, remember when, what was that guy's name? Steele, the Steele guy that came forth and said, hey, I have all this information. I feel like information is going to come out. I want to say that none of us got the Tower. None of us got the Devil. I mean, overall, really, our cards were good. And it just goes to show you how traumatized we all are, that we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card and your card, I can't remember, the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. And we're like, oh, it's terrible. It's never going to work. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're traumatized. I think we need help.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. And thanks for saying that. That's a really good point. Let's we're going to do a 1-card pull on Hegseth and that whole debacle, which I can't even bring myself to watch it. I just can't. I can't even go there.
No, I can't either.
So we'll just see. So, but I think we should have the Bard's opinion on Hegseth, because we've not done Hegseth. So 1-card pull, then the Bard, and then we'll do a full card pull on the shutdown to close the show, because of course it is evolving and I want your full talents and skills on display. All right. So Denise Ferguson has said, Hegseth and Duck L'Orange gave their speeches to military leaders. Apparently it's gone down like a cold cup of sick. But anyway, never mind. Hegseth making it clear, either follow their agenda or get out. Duck L'Orange stating things have changed And now the enemy is from within. Yeah, his old chestnut that he's been talking about. How did military leaders feel after hearing both speeches, and will they follow orders calling for the military to harm US citizens? Ooh, Lady G's just said her computer's just died. So never mind, live TV, folks, but we'll catch you soon, of course, Lady G. So let's do a one card pull on that. Basically, will they follow the orders? Will the military fall in line with this regime? And then we'll ask the bard about Hegseth. Oh, can you believe we're reading on these things, ladies? Who would have thought we would be reading questions like this?
We shouldn't be reading on it, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. After 3. So I guess it's me going first on this one. All right. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh my God. All right. Oh, gee whiz. Okay. I get the celebration card, but for who? Yeah, for who? Who's the one that is happy here? Yeah, because apparently it's not gone down that well with the military. No. So the only ones that could be happy with this would have to be Duck Larange and Pete Hegseth. Yeah. For some reason, they are seeing it as some kind of triumph. This speech, for them, it seems like some cause for celebration, like, yay, we told those generals, we put our thing.
That's the vibe with it.
So the vibe I'm getting is that they are happy, Hegseth and Trump, but I'm going to rely on you, on Susan's cards and your card, Lena, to give more. Susan, how do you interpret your card?
Well, we have the 7 of Cups here, which I think that visual pretty much sums it up. I think the top brass were like, WTF, right? Like, what is happening right now? You know, you just said, can you believe we're reading on this? Can you believe that this is happening? I feel like that's how the top brass was. How do we go back and communicate this to our troops? How do we keep, OPSEC, operational security? How do we keep everybody together? Because those top brass know that their best soldiers are any color and any sex, and it doesn't matter. And it's the best person for the job. So I feel like they're confused. Their leadership is out to lunch. That's what this means to me. Their 25th Amendment, their leadership is out to lunch. What do we do now? The Constitution does not provide for this. We don't really know what to do next. So that's kind of what I feel like I'm getting here. I don't think it means that they will go against the people. I think they're in between a rock and a hard place, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah. And this card, the Hermit, for me, reinforces exactly what you were saying, Susan. I don't think there's a definitive answer to the question, will they or won't they? Because they don't know yet. What are they going to do next? And this is, investigating behind the scenes. I think they're looking at ways to, speaking of, the 25th Amendment, I didn't say that, but I think they're looking at all their options.
Wow. You see, it's fascinating. This is what I love with a one card pull, It can just bring out, even though it's one card each, it can just bring out so much detail, even with just 3 people. Sadly, just in case, sorry that I was looking down, folks, I've literally in real time, I've been WhatsApping with Lady G. She said her battery has gone flat, but it's broken. She's plugged the computer in. The computer has literally died. So she's had a Mercury retrograde moment, even though Mercury is in retrograde right now. But live TV, folks, you know how these things happen. Lady G, I really hope you get a new laptop for you. Let's dive in and get Shakespeare on Pete Hegseth, and then we'll do a full card pull on government shutdown, so we to close the show. All right. So Susan, you've already gone. So Lena, this is now falling to you. And again, you just say stop when you feel that impulse, but don't go stop. Just go stop. Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, wait. My thumb went. Sorry.
You blew the book right out of his hand.
It's one of my party tricks.
Yeah. I love that. That's nice.
Stop.
I think it's here. Oh, how interesting. All right, this is coming from the Comedy of Errors, and this is the Bard's opinion on Pete Hegseth. It says here, one whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel, pitiless and rough.
Ooh. Yeah, well.
That's pretty much Pete Hegseth, isn't it? Wow. Yeah.
I think we should start calling him Hog's Breath. I'm initiating that today. I think that works with his name.
One of your commenters calls him Haggis. Haggis.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty good too.
That's a good one. That is a good one. And what's it? Lady G saying? She said, "Tried a different card and nope. It's not working. Tried a different chord. Sorry, chord. Yeah, it's a bummer, isn't it? These things happen. Right. Okay, folks.
Right.
We've got about 5 minutes left, but let's just do we'll do a full card pull on this because this is so consequential. We have to talk about the shutdown, which of course has happened as of midnight, I understand, USA time. So Nick Minks again on this one says, US government shutdown after senators failed to agree a last-minute funding bill. Is this part of the plan to get rid of more workers? Seems that the regime already have some reason to use this, and I don't think it's good. It's also as well to shut down the Epstein files as well, by the way, because a certain person has not been sworn in to vote. So I want to see what you get, ladies. Full card pull, government shutdown. And Susan, you're going to be first this time.
The question is what is the reason behind the government shutdown, basically? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's the reason? I want to see what you got. Yeah.
4 cards? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you choose, but 4 is fine.
Yeah, okay. 4 is fine.
Dear, oh dear.
I know, I'm almost afraid to look. All right, let's do this thing. Oh, interesting.
What's it all about?
I can go if you like, Hoagie, seeing we're in the last one.
Sure.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, go for it, Lena.
All right. Well, first up, bang, the tower. Like just straight out of the blocks.
Love that.
The tower. Now, it's to me that's saying it's deliberate in that sense, and you can't say it's anything else. I mean, Moses Mike sent everyone home, so there could be no negotiations, right? So it has to be deliberate. You know, there's no other interpretation. Okay. But why are they doing it? Well, they don't care who falls off the economic ladder. They really don't care. The 5 of Cups reinforcing that, you know, the literal poverty of people does not move them in any way. And yes, their agenda is about, how can we make money, meaning the billionaires, the oligarchs? Because this, to me, this 5 of Cups also represents the people who are going to lose their job, and we're looking at possibly tens of thousands of federal workers losing their job. But that's part of the plan, moving the pieces on the chessboard, making money. Depraved. It's depraved.
It's definitely depraved.
God. All right, let's go. So we'll go this way. So Susan Lynn, what cards do you have? What are your cards saying?
So, interestingly, I came up with the star card. Now, one of you guys got the star card. Didn't one of you associate the star card with? with Duck L'Orange, right?
Duck
So
L'Orange.
that's a pretty freaking orange right there. So yeah, I think this came from the star. Also, the guides are saying, like, remember Russia with the star, right? China with its star. This is from up on high. An offer, right? The Page of Cups. We have an offer. You better take our offer, because that's it. I keep getting that they're choking us out, that they're trying to wait us out, choke us out. If we just go long enough, they'll bend the knee, right? The next card was the Queen of Pentacles, which I don't quite understand this one, although I have to say, and I think this is bizarre, but I keep getting Nancy Pelosi. I know she's not the speaker, but we all know she's the queen. We all know she's I feel like she might behind the scenes be taking over some, she certainly has been helping Jeffries and has been his person. So I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles, this could also just be America. It could just be that succor, right? Like the taking care of us. And the last card I got,
Kamala as well often comes.
Kamala as well. Kamala's on the outside, but I'm glad she's on the outside, because I think that gives her full swing. Like, nobody's holding her back. She can literally do what she needs to do. So it could be Kamala, absolutely. But if you're talking about inside the system, and then the last card I think makes a lot of sense is the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Once again, Big Daddy is going to make you okay, but you got to do what Big Daddy says, right? So it's about making a deal. What's that?
Drip feeding the poor in that card. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just enough so people don't die on the side of the road.
There's the scales, right? Yeah, just enough to keep you alive and to work for us, right? So I don't know. I think the outcome is it's going to have to be a deal. And I have to just say that my worst worry is that Schumer and Jeffries are going to capitulate and say, after maybe even a couple of weeks, remember Duck L'Orange is the guy who owns our record for being off, for having our government shut down. He owns that record. So I feel like it could go long, and I feel like that's going to break Schumer and Jeffries, and they're going to make a deal. I hope not. I hope not. But I don't know.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, honestly, it's just the dizzying stuff. The pace, rate of change in the world is just extraordinary. All right, my one is a little bit different. And I think obviously amazing reading Lena, amazing reading Susan. And I feel like I might have got a little bit of a subtext here, and I'm seeing this more from the perspective of Moses Mike Johnson. By the way, we are at 3,906 now. My
Woo! All right, maybe we'll break 4,000. That would be amazing.
Amazing,
Nice.
yeah. Thank you so
all.
much. Yeah, really appreciate it. If we look here, all right, look at this. Here we got the Four of Cups here. Look, none of them were liking the options on the table. We're talking about Moses Mike Johnson and Duck L'Orange. So they're like, oh my God, God damn, we can't be having this. Yeah, we got to do something. And I think I know why they want to close down the government. Here as well, we've got the cup coming out from the sky. I think this is also talking about the position that the Democrats are in. And they were like, you know what, we can't side with them because you guys are going to cut Medicare and all of this kind of stuff. The Republicans are trying to pin it on the Democrats, but no one's buying it, just like they're not buying those texts released by Kash Patel. Yeah? Rubbish. Load of rubbish. If we look here, though, we do see the smug merchant is showing up in the obstacle position. This is the card of wish fulfillment, but this can also talk about the moneyed classes, those that are feeling smug about this. So I think this is also being done as well to, of course, benefit, the top 1%. I think this is also talking about Trump as well, being like, well, I'm a billionaire now. And do you guys also know as well, he's got this new government portal with FISA. Do you know this? One can't even keep up. It's called Trump RX. And what it is, it's going to be a website apparently run by the government. And it's in connection with Pfizer. Apparently, Pfizer have given him a backhander of $500 million, and he's going to be doing discounted medicines from there.
That's what they did with the vaccines. That's why they did the
back of a
vaccines.
truck. You know,
I mean, it's like you can't make this stuff
there it
up.
is.
It's like Del Boy. Lena, you know what Del Boy is from Only Fools and Horses. Does anyone know? Yeah. It's like he's doing deals out of the back of the car. But anyway, so apparently that's going to reduce pharmaceutical costs, but you have to go via Trump RX website to get these discounts. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But anyway, so the smug merchant, Dr. Ranch is still making his money. If we look here, though, look, we get the bugle call. This is Archangel Gabriel there, louding everyone up. This is the wake-up call. Do you remember how I said in October, but particularly from the 18th to the 19th of October, Jupiter's going to become exalted, and it's going to sit right on top of the Saturn of in Trump's natal chart. But I said it's going to be a wake-up call for everyone. The illusions are going to be destroyed, and we're already seeing it. People are really having to wake up now. This is also as well, I think, to prevent this. Now, if you look here, you see we've got the Three of Cups, so it's like celebration. So, of course, Duck Orange and Moses Mike are celebrating because they're happy because they shut down the government. But look, this is 3 women here, Think about what's going on with the Epstein stuff, It was all what? The trumpet call about the abuse of the women and girls. But of course, they're satisfied because they've been able to what? Kind of block it, by shutting down the government. And then just in case we weren't sure, we get the Page of Pentacles here, which again is talking about money, but it's not talking about big money. This is about reducing people's livelihoods and wages. Trump has said, if we shut it down, we are not bringing those jobs back. So really, this is about him feeling smug and powerful because he's managed to silence, again, we'll have to see, all of the talk about the women. But really, it's also about money, his backhanders, and Moses Mike didn't really like the options on the table, but he still had to do it anyway. There.
Excellent.
Wow. I know. So, folks, can you believe it? The time has gone in an absolute flash. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has joined us here tonight. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much for your love and support of the channel and your comments as well. I wasn't able to get through all of the comments. I want to say thank you to all these new members here. New member here, donation here. Thank you. Another new member. There's so many to click through. Just thank you to everyone. Oh, and then someone said here, Erin saying he's trying to bankrupt America. He's stealing all the salaries. Absolutely. That's what this is about. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I've got to let the ladies go. I hope you found that interesting. My gosh, the times that we are in. Check out as well those videos I can't share in public. Let me tell you, Stephen Miller's chart. Oh my God. Oh my God. But I will leave it there. Thank you so much, Susan. It was a pleasure having you on. I look forward to having you back in the future. I will send you an email either tomorrow or in the coming days to see when you're next free. Lena, a pleasure as always. And I hope you're getting some springtime action now. Maybe a little
quite enough. Still nippy.
Still nippy. All right. But it will warm up soon enough. All right, folks. Bye-bye for now, and we'll catch you later.
Everybody.
Big love, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Cheers.